Tonight on Eagle Angle, we get a sneak peek on the new CAF's progress.
Learn how the Black Student Union is bringing awareness to campus.
And get a full update on all of your favorite OC sports teams. All this and more tonight on Eagle Angle. Hello and welcome to Eagle Angle. I'm Reagan Meyer.
I'm Nick Rogers. Eagle Angle is a student-produced newscast live from the campus of Oklahoma Christian University.
Plans for the new CAF have been in the works for years, but the time is almost here for it to finally be opened. Becca Koshorik has a sneak peek at the progress of the renovations.
Brick by brick, construction on the new CAF is entering its final stages.
They're going really good. We've had a little bit of a hiccup with the tile. But they're finishing up right now, back behind me. The last 3 feet's going in. And once that's done, the rest of the equipment can be moved in, and we should be rolling really fast from that point forward.
While the project has been in the works for years, officials say the new CAF will officially open the first day of classes in January.
So exciting. I'm beyond words.
In a sneak peek of the construction during homecoming weekend, many alumni say they are impressed with the project.
I think it looks really good. I love the architecture and everything like that, so I'm really excited for it. I'm kind of jealous we didn't have that.
I like all the designs, I like the light colors. It's really interesting, and I look forward to seeing it.
Some hope the new space will fix some of the issues students deal with in the current dining area.
Hoping this helps out with any of the crowding issues we've had in the CAF. I hope that maybe things will be a little more smoother, or a little bit smoother from now on. U
Dining says the new CAF is the perfect opportunity to serve up food in a new style.
It's going to be a lot different. We're going to have 80% of the stuff that we're serving on this will be cooked in this space, so it won't be cooked in another kitchen and brought over here.
Whether it's eating or just spending time with friends, OC hopes the new CAF will provide students with a fun, new space on campus.
They're going to love it. It's going to be a really cool place to hang out, and they're going to love the new concept.
Reporting for Eagle Angle, I'm Becca Koshorik.
The Black Student Union regularly holds events that create safe spaces for difficult conversations. Last year, they held an event called He Was Like Me after the tragic murder of Botham Jean. Monday night, they held a second event called She Was Like Me following the recent murder of Atatiana Jefferson. Becca Koshorik has more.
You held an event Monday night called She Was Like Me to honor the life and discuss the murder of Atatiana Jefferson, a black mother shot in her home by police during a wellness visit. This comes after a similar event following the police murder of Botham Jean just last year. A panel of faculty and students discussed police brutality and how Oklahoma Christian can do better by their black students.
I really hope that OC continues to become, because I think we have started to become a place to have difficult conversations. It's one of the things that I sell kids on coming to OC, on the fact that we can have conversations that other people can't have. Ultimately, I hope it leads to a more cohesive environment in campus culture. As always, I'm hoping it leads to more diverse faculty and staff and administration, but most importantly that it helps to change the student experience.
Oklahoma Christian says they are home to complex dialogues and difficult discussions like this one. Staff and students should watch for more BSU events being held throughout the year. Reporting for Eagle Angle, I'm Becca Koshorik.
Day 6 is hosting their annual event, Adulting 101, which prepares students for life after college. It will be on Monday, November 11th in WBC 124. Pizza and drinks are available to the first 50 students that attend, and the event will be Ethos approved. Come out and get a scoop on what life is really like after graduation.
If you have any stories you would like us to report on, email our news producer at becca.koshorik@eagles.oc.edu. Now for our national news. Lawmakers on Monday released testimonies from 2 key witnesses in the impeachment inquiry against President Trump. The transcripts fill in some of the puzzle pieces in the rapidly expanding probe. It comes as more administration officials defied subpoenas from the impeachment committees. CNN's Saline Safadi reports.
Tonight, the Democrats' impeachment inquiry is intensifying with the release of transcripts from 2 key witnesses who testified behind closed doors. Former U.S. Ambassador to the Ukraine, Marie Yovanovitch, whose abrupt removal from her post in Ukraine earlier this year has become a focal point of the impeachment inquiry.
One of the first witnesses to this irregular back channel that the president established with Rudy Giuliani.
Laying out for House lawmakers that she believes she was removed because of pressure from Trump and his allies, including Rudy Giuliani, in a smear campaign behind the scenes, and a timeline for when she first became aware of Rudy Giuliani's interference in U.S. policy with Ukraine in November of last year. She testified that in early 2019, she was warned by a senior Ukrainian official that she needed to watch my back as Trump associates worked to have her removed. Ukraine's interior minister telling her that he believed it was dangerous to engage with Giuliani because of his concerns about what they were doing. Yovanovitch, according to the transcript, said she was shocked and apprehensive when she learned that President Trump, on that now famous July 25th phone call, told the Ukrainian president that she was going to be going through some things. I didn't know what it meant. I was very concerned. I still am, she told lawmakers. Did you feel threatened, she was asked? Yes. The former ambassador also describing how the State Department, she believes, did little to protect her, unwilling to issue a statement of support because it could be undermined by President Trump. What I was told is there was concern that the rug would be pulled out from underneath the State Department if they put out something publicly.
The President of the United States, first of all, can have whoever he or she thinks is going to serve the interests of our country as an ambassador to whatever country.
Meantime, House investigators also releasing the transcript of Michael McKinley's testimony. McKinley, the former top advisor to Secretary of State Mike Pompeo, telling lawmakers he resigned in part because of failure by the State Department to defend Yovanovitch's removal and the use of ambassadors to advance domestic political objectives. McKinley telling lawmakers that seeing the engagement of our missions to procure negative political information for domestic purposes, and what McKinley saw as a failure to provide support for our professional cadre in a particularly trying time. I think the combination was a pretty good reason to decide enough.
You also see in reading his transcript his growing alarm at the degree to which the apparatus of the State Department itself was being used to seek political information for a political purpose by the President of the United States and others.
Federal officials arrest a man accused of plotting to attack a Colorado synagogue. Authorities call him a domestic terrorist in court documents, and he could face 20 years in prison if convicted. John Lorick reports.
Planned bombing attack on the Temple Emmanuel Synagogue in Pueblo, Colorado is foiled.
We thwarted an imminent threat to our community, and at this point we do not believe that there is any remaining public safety threat to the Colorado area.
Richard Holzer, who authorities say espoused white supremacist ideology online, was taken into custody Friday night. The 27-year-old is charged with attempting to obstruct the free exercise of religious beliefs with the attempted use of explosives, which is a hate crime.
We've never had this kind of incident happen. It would take somebody from outside of our community to do something like this.
Federal officials became aware of Holzer after seeing comments he made online.
He talked about the Holocaust and saying that Jews should die. He called Jews a cancer, and he talked about his desire to start a holy war.
Undercover agents then started interacting with Holzer as he allegedly started his plot for the synagogue. The 119-year-old synagogue is not a soft target, and officials say some members are armed.
We're not going to be victims. We're going to protect ourselves.
And its regularly scheduled service this Friday is expected to take place as usual. I'm John Lawrence reporting.
November is National Diabetes Month, and while there is no cure, there are ways to manage it. Mary Maloney explains in today's Health Minute.
It's a disease that impacts more than 30 million people, and officials say 1 in 4 Americans don't know they have it. Diabetes. It's caused by high levels of blood sugar resulting from defects in insulin production. According to the CDC, it's the 7th leading cause of death in the U.S. Diabetes types 1 and 2 are the most common forms. 9 out of 10 diabetes patients are diagnosed with type 2 or adult onset diabetes. That's where your body doesn't produce enough insulin or use it correctly and is unable to keep blood sugar at normal levels. With type 1, also called juvenile diabetes, your body makes little to no insulin. And while there isn't a cure yet, you can live a healthy life by managing your lifestyle. A person can lower the chances of developing type 2 diabetes by losing weight, maintain regular physical activity, and follow a healthy diet. Keep an eye on possible symptoms, such as frequent urination, excessive thirst, and slow healing wounds. People with diabetes are at higher risk for serious health complications like heart disease and stroke, so it's important to maintain your regular checkups. For today's Health Minute, I'm Mary Maloney.
And that's our national news. Join us after the break for your full weather forecast.
They call me Maxie, but I prefer tripod. I was your above-average four-legged homie, and then wham, bam, minivan. Some people pity me. Now that's lame. I still run, fetch, and swim. And the ladies love me. I'm the ultimate wingman. Just don't ask me to high five.
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat apples and bananas?
Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
Dora knows better than anyone. The best place to explore is the forest.
She knows this monkey? Of course, she knows this monkey.
Experience nature.
Let's go.
Connect with family.
I love you guys.
And find your own adventure in a forest or park near you.
Let's do this. Come on, Boots.
Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest or park near you.
Well, Garrett, it's great to have you back up here at the desk with us.
Yeah, thank you. And nice to see you here.
Nice to be up here. I know I'm not your usual, but tell us, what's going on with the weather?
You know, it's looking pretty nice. Some rain happening right now. Let's see what the temperature is currently. Currently, 66 degrees. Feels like 65. It's partially cloudy. And let's see what's happening near you. Currently 72 in Guyman, moving to 66 in Lawton and in Altus, 65 in Ardmore, and Ada at 64 in OKC. In Salisaw, it is 62, as well as Ponca City. In Tulsa, 59. Miami is 58 degrees. Guyman, 64. Let's see what the weather for tonight looks like. Currently, low of 38 degrees, dropping down tonight, 35, pardon me, with a 19-mile-an-hour wind coming in from the north. Humidity at 92%. For this weekend, it will be sunny with mid-60-degree weather, as well as a very low chance of rain. So it will be a great time to enjoy the outdoors with your friends. Let's see what the next 5 days has in store for us. Thursday will bring in morning showers, high of 43, low of 27 degrees. From Friday to Sunday, it will be sunny, high of 54, low of 37 for your Friday. On Saturday, a high of 63, low of 45 degrees. Sunday, partially cloudy, but still sunny, high of 69, low of 37. And Monday will also have rain, high of 42 and a low dropping down to 16 degrees. That's your full weather forecast. After this break, we have your full scoop in this week's entertainment.
Retirement?
I'd love to, but I'm pretty busy with all this.
Yeah. Hey, let's meet our retirement coach, Avo. A is for taking action.
Not anxiety?
No, Kevin, you're gonna be fine.
You sing?
Barely. V is for variety.
And you dance?
Sort of. Come on. O is for optimize your savings.
Let Avo lead the way.
Visit aceyourretirement.org today.
Nice.
Thanks.
They call me Maxie, but I prefer tripod. I was your above-average four-legged homie, and then wham, bam, minivan. Some people pity me. Now that's lame. I still run, fetch, and swim. And the ladies love me. I'm the ultimate wingman. Just don't ask me to high five.
Welcome to the Entertainment Corner. I'm your host, Nick Rogers. On Monday night, Ford v Ferrari had its red carpet premiere in Hollywood at the TCL Chinese Theater. The film stars Christian Bale and Matt Damon came in style as they both drove into the event in classic cars. The biographical sports drama takes place in 1966 as American car designer Carroll Shelby and driver Ken Miles battle corporate interference, the laws of physics, and their own personal demons to build a revolutionary car for Ford and challenge Ferrari at the 24 Hours of Le Mans. Ellen DeGeneres will be awarded the Carol Burnett Award at the Golden Globe Awards this year. The Hollywood Foreign Press Association made the announcement Monday, saying, from her sitcom stand-up to becoming the household staple of daytime television, she is a pioneer who has captivated audiences for nearly 25 years with her undeniable charm and wit. The award is equivalent to the organization's film accolade counterpart, the Cecil B. DeMiley Award. The comedian, actress, producer, and daytime talk show host is the second recipient of the accolade. The first was its namesake, Carol Burnett, who received it in January. The 77th Golden Globes will be on Sunday, January 5th, 2020. Call of Duty Modern Warfare is a half prequel, half reboot of the Modern Warfare franchise, created by developer Infinity Ward. The game takes place before the events of Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. However, because it's a reimagining of the franchise, Infinity Ward has plenty of room to expand on the events of the previous games and not just revisit them. Activision revealed today that Call of Duty Modern Warfare has brought in $600 million in only just 3 days. As a fun fact, the game brought in more money than Joaquin Phoenix's Joker on opening day. That's this week in entertainment. Now back to the desk for sports.
Thank you, Nick. Welcome to your Eagles Sports Report. I'm Jenny Rigney. The Lady Eagles soccer team was on the road twice this past week. Their first game was on Thursday when they took on Eastern New Mexico. OC would strike first in the 49th minute when Denise Bennett would score her second goal of the season off of a pass from Carson Hazel. Eastern New Mexico would then go on to score 4 goals and take a lead 4-1 over OC. Oklahoma Christian would then go on to add 1 more goal late in the second half, but would go on to lose 5-2 against Eastern New Mexico. The Lady Eagles then went to Canyon, Texas this past Saturday to take on West Texas A&M. The Lady Buffs took the lead in the 29th minute and never looked back as they would go on to score 4 goals in the first half and then 6 more goals in the second half and go on to win 10-0 over the Lady Eagles. The Lady Eagles are now 2-14 in regular season play and 2-9 in conference play. And our girls are in action right now, trailing 3-0 in the 74th minute against University of Texas Tyler. The Lady Eagles will also play their final game of the season this coming Saturday when they take on Texas A&M Commerce. Kickoff is set for 3:30 p.m. And as for the men's soccer team, they also played twice this week on the road. The first game was Thursday when they took on Eastern New Mexico. Eastern New Mexico would score quickly in the 8th minute, and then they would go on to score again in the 50th minute to take a 2-0 lead over OC. But the Eagles would go on to score 2 goals in a span of 11 minutes to tie up at 2. OC's own Carlos Tropero would then score in the 86th minute and give the Eagles a 3-2 win. Oklahoma Christian would then play on the road against West Texas A&M on Saturday. West Texas A&M would score a goal in both the first and second half and hold the Eagles scoreless, as OC would fall to West Texas A&M 2-0. The Eagles are now 5-9 in regular season play and 2-6 in conference play. And the Eagles will be in action tonight here at home right after the girls' game as they take on Dallas Baptist University. Then the Eagles will close out their season this coming Saturday as they will take on St. Edwards. And kickoff is set for 1 p.m. And on Saturday, the Lady Eagles had their inaugural game of the 2019 season and played against York College. The Lady Eagles were successful in their first game as they defeated the Panthers 78-56, with junior Katie Mayo leading with 9 rebounds in the game. OC not only outscored the Panthers, but also out-rebounded them 48-39. Senior Connor Atkinson and junior Tyra Peck led the Eagles in 3-pointers as they each were 3 for 5 behind the arc. The Eagles also trailed once in the entire game, and that was at the very beginning when they were behind 4-3, and then immediately went on a 16-5 run and stayed ahead for the rest of the afternoon. And by the fourth quarter, the Eagles had extended their lead to 32 points. Tyra Peck led the Lady Eagles with 13 points, Atkinson had 11, and Madison Collier had 8 assists. OC will play their final exhibition game on Tuesday against Mid-American Christian at 6 p.m. And the Lady Eagles had their final exhibition game Tuesday night as they played against Mid-American Christian. The Lady Eagles shot for 51% from the field, but unfortunately committed 23 turnovers as they fell to MACU 80-71. OC's top 3 scorers, Katie Mayo, Tyra Peck, and Kendra Levings, all had 8 points apiece. Mayo also had 7 rebounds and 3 block shots on the evening. OC will open regular season play on November 16th at Southern Oklahoma State. And for the men's home game of the season Saturday, they also faced off against York College. It was exciting and tight game for 4 quarters, but OC was able to make clutch plays and were able to come away with a 76-74 win. Senior Marcus Blackwell contributed to some of those clutch plays as he scored a critical basket in the final 20 seconds of the game. Blackwell also led the Eagles in scoring with 19 points, and senior transfer Deidrean Palmer Jr. had 16 points and 12 rebounds. And last year's NCAA D2 rebounding leader, senior Will Leonard, came away with 13 rebounds, adding to the Eagles out-rebounding the Panthers 37-31. Then on Tuesday night, the Eagles faced off against a Division I opponent, North Texas. The Eagles will not play a better team than they did last night, and this exhibition game helped teach them many lessons that they can apply for the rest of the season. The Mean Green defeated the Eagles 79-40, and the Division I team also out-rebounded OC 39-19. The Eagles were led by Deidrean Palmer and Jonathan Reyes, who each had 7 points, and York Benjamin led the Eagles in rebounds, collecting 5 on the night. OC will open regular season play on Tuesday, November 12th, as they face off against UCO here at home. And that's your full sports report. Join us once more after the break to take a look at this.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies.
Selfies. Nailed it. We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's split a ride home.
Joining us once again. A 4-year-old Virginia boy is being called a hero after saving his family in a house fire this week in Raven. Little Elijah Spalding rescued his baby sister and mother from their burning home. Star Connor spoke to the little boy about what happens. Take a look at this.
They say all heroes don't wear capes, and that's the case for this little boy. His name is Elijah Spalding. The 4-year-old rescued his baby sister and his mother from their burning home in Raven.
I smelled the fire. I put Kitten out of the bed, and I went in Mommy's room with Sissy, and I tell her, Mommy, there's a fire.
Elijah's mother, Melinda, says she taught her son to alert her if he ever spotted a dangerous situation like this.
He's like, Mommy, we got to get out. And I was like, did you get your sister? And he's got a sister in his arms.
Elijah's father, Bobby Spalding, was at work when the fire broke out.
I really didn't understand my wife when she called. She was just hysterical. I just looked at my boss and was like, I got to go. There's something wrong. And one of my coworkers rushed me back here, and that's when I found out it was a house fire.
Unfortunately, the family's 1-year-old Great Dane Harley didn't make it out.
He was heartbroken about his dog.
Despite losing everything, the Spalding spirits are high.
We'll take it day by day, and eventually, again, we'll have a better start.
How does it feel to be a hero?
Feel good.
Here for you in Tazewell County, Star Connor, WVVA News.
Thank you for watching Eagle Angle, where it's your campus,
your news.